I'm Melissa from Little Kosher Lunch, and if you are in holiday mode right now, preparing for the spring Jewish holiday of Purim, I wanted to do a quick video about planning because I feel like that's something that is sort of assumed in the background of everyone's Hamantashen and Mishloach Manot videos, but it's something that takes a lot of time and I think can really prepare your household for a successful, meaningful, and wonderful holiday. So I wanted to go through a few tips that I've written down here to tell you how I prepare for any given Jewish holiday, but in particular how I'm preparing for Purim this year because it's a holiday that I've really always loved, but I've also really grown to love now that I have children of my own. My first tip for you today is to mark your calendars. Purim takes place in the Jewish month of Adar, which is considered the month of happiness and celebration. And this year in 2019, Purim falls on the evening of March 20th through the day of March 21st. So mark your calendars. I also like to mark any special occasions for the holiday on my calendar as well. So we have a Purim Carnival, or there may be dates and times for religious services that you also want to mark. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is I always pull out my children's books. I have a special hiding place where I tuck away my Jewish children's books, and I pulled out my PJ Library and other books here. If you're not familiar, PJ Library is an organization that sends free Jewish-themed children's books, and I'll list these resources down below in the description box for you. But I always pull out whatever that holiday's books are, as well as any other supplies that I might have stored away. That would be my groggers, which I've pulled out down here, costumes that your children might want to be wearing. Okay, the next is I pull out my adult books, and this is really what I wanted to share with you because it's very special in my family that we even have these. These are hardcore books that go over all facets of Judaism, including all of the holidays, rituals, blessings, recipes, crafts, and I really love the crafts in this one. There's a crafts and folk art section in this one, and these books even have crafts divided by materials, and they go holiday by holiday and suggest what you can make with paper plates, like you can make paper plate groggers for Purim. So as a mother, I find that to be a great arts and crafts resource. These are so beautiful and give me so many ideas for the holidays. This one, Celebration, the book of Jewish festivals. It goes through all the important holidays. I'm just gonna flip through for you. There is information on the scroll of Esther, which is very interesting. And I find that I have spotty memory of these traditions as a child, and it's really helpful for me to refresh my memory or to learn about other traditions that maybe my family did not do that we can adopt. Making your own costumes, a Purim parade, Mishloach Manot, which are food gifts to friends and family, as well as gifts to the poor, which is a tradition for Purim, different recipes and traditional dishes that might be helpful as you're planning, king and queen costumes. This book is truly beautiful and one that I cherish in our family's library. The last adult book is this book called Tradition. I love the pictures. I had never seen before Haman's hat cookies made as gingerbread men, but these are gingerbread men. Really beautiful imagery and insightful information that may help you do something different this year. Glorious picture of Hamantashen. So this one has great recipes that, these are older. I like that this is an older book that I can go back to that's sort of from the era of my childhood or before me. Okay, my next tip is I buy non-perishable foods to prepare for the recipes I'm gonna be making for any holiday. For me, this means cream cheese and butter that I can stick in the fridge or freezer for my Hamantashen. I am making my dough and putting it in the freezer in advance. I happen to be baking for both my Mishloach Manot food gifts as well as a bake sale at our temple. So I'm doing a lot of dough. I'm also buying my walnuts in bulk and my bon maman jam that I use for my fillings. All of this you can collect in advance so you're not rushing out at the last minute for the holiday. Oh, I'm also making my Mishloach Manot gift list. You need to think, how many people are we going to give gift baskets to? What is going to go into those gift baskets? Primarily, I'm doing Hamantashen, and for some of my gift recipients, I'm buying prepackaged kosher snacks for families who keep strict glatt kosher or who have food allergies. And so I'm picking up little pineapple juices, some little toys, and things like this. Beautiful grape juice or wine. So keep in mind the specific needs of people on your list. We're also picking a charity this year. We're going to give a small charitable donation to our food pantry so that we can fulfill all of those mitzvot and carry through the things that my daughter is learning in her Jewish school. I can do more of these things if I put in the effort, and as you can see, I'm putting in a lot of effort. Along with Mishloach Manot, I'm gonna do a whole video for you, and it's a collaborative video, so look out for that. Please hit subscribe so you don't miss it. I have started gathering, pulling from my pantry, and even ordering a few things to use for wrapping my gift items. Wax bakery bags, glassine ones. I'm also using bees wrap this year, which I'll explain more in my Mishloach Manot video. Whatever the basket or vessel or wrapping is, now is a good time to stock that because it's non-perishable. The last suggestion I want to give you is to talk with people in your community, friends, neighbors, clergy, whoever. If you are hosting a Purim dinner, it's time to get those invitations out and make your guest list. Reach out to friends and neighbors who may also have children the same age as yours, and you can coordinate activities. We, for example, always attend a Purim Carnival. It's the same one I went to when I was growing up, and I often extend that invitation to friends and families who are not a part of our congregation but might have a really fun time at a carnival. I also live in an area with a lot of Jewish families of different ethnicities and observance levels, but I think that this year it would be fun to get the kids together and do one fun thing for Purim. And my idea this year, we'll see if I pull it off, is to get the kids together in their costumes, get the wagons out, and go do a parade, which is a tradition I never did as a kid, but do a parade in our costumes to deliver Mishloach Manot in the neighborhood. You could also put on a little spiel or play or attend one at your temple. There are so many possibilities. I hope that these ideas are helpful for you. I know that every family does things differently, so I am dying to know what are your tips or what are you doing in preparation for the holiday. Let me know in the comments below. Like this video if it was helpful to you. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. I cherish having you here on my channel, and I would love for you to stick around and see the other Purim content I'm putting out. Be sure to check out my hamantashen recipe because it is way different from everybody else's, and I do believe it's the most delicious hamantashen recipe out there. That is my additional gift to you this Purim. Have a wonderful holiday. Bye-bye.